The Drop Bear Fix is an ASO design. Looks like they're bringing premium steels to the OG budget versions that they made. So S45VN steel with the satin finish and rich light handle on this one, under 3 inches, 2.6 inches on the blade to be exact. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and see what these are all about. Bada bing, bada boom. Here's your unboxing experience. Here we have a sticker. We got the knife. We're going to get to it here in a moment. And we have some other goodies down here as well. We got the sheath. Oh, wait a second. Are they doing carbon fiber on the sheath? I mean, that looks pretty good. I love the finish on it, right? That definitely looks different there. We'll get to that in a second. Silica gel. We do have some backup options. This is nice. As you probably already know, the Drop Bear Fix blade has a toothpick and some tweezers as well. So some backup ones are nicely welcome. Wiping cloth and paperwork, as well as about a foot or so of paracord. So that's nice to have that on the box. All right, well, here we go. Let's take a look at the Drop Bear here. And this one is the, it looks like the clip point model. Let's remove the safety. And again, S45VN steel on this one. So we have a more premium material to work with. Love to see that. Satin finish. I'm going to give it a nice little wipe right there. And check out the rich light handle too, right? Got the very interesting rich light, nice and contour handle here. Also interesting hardware. Check that out. It's actually see-through, keeping those scales in place. It is a full tan construction, of course, just like the OG. And here's the back part where you can actually either take out your pair of tweezers, and you can also take out your toothpick. All right, so you got those options there. Nice to have and not need, then need and not have. So that's kind of the mentality right there. Always appreciated them innovating. And aside from a flat grind here, the other thing that we have with this fixed blade is the ergos, right? This feels like one of the best fixed blades you can EDC carry. I mean, the size is perfect, not too big, not too small, right? They even gave you the finger choil here with some nice jimping underneath for additional grip. Check that out. It actually feels pretty good. We even have jimping very extensively up here, including on the rich light handle portion, and even up here in the nice little tip there. So this little grip right here, right, gonna give you something to get a better grip there, right, with that jimping. Obviously here you're locked and loaded, ready to go. That feels really nice on hand. And obviously it being a fixed blade and all, there is no pocket clip in sight. So the ergos are an 11 out of 10. Simple as that. I do have average hands, right? So I'm getting a full purchase by forward choking here. If you have like big old bear paws, you might want to look into maybe a larger model fixed blade. But Kizer makes them in all shapes and sizes in the spectrum. So yeah, there's no doubt in my mind, if you have average size hands, this is going to be a good fit for EDC if you like and prefer fixed blades, even as a primary or secondary. Right, here's the Kydex sheath. But before we get to that, let's go ahead and unbox this other model here. This one is also a Drop Bear Fix with M390 blade, satin carbon fiber handle, and this one should be pretty interesting. All right, so this one should be pretty much a very similar unboxing experience. Get the sheath out here. Ooh, we do have a different geometry. And again, everything else in the box there, wiping cloth, spare tweezers and toothpick, paperwork, about a foot or so of paracord, and of course the koala sticker as well. Here we go. Looks like this one's going to be the drop point model. Oh man, this one's looking pretty good here, ladies and gentlemen. Remove the safety there. M390 steel. Again, keep in mind we were working with AEBL steel, D2 on the budget versions, the original ones that came out. But you guys probably asked for some premium steels, and Kizer delivered, right? S45VN, M390. Looking pretty good, right? The same good old recipe, ASO design, absolutely knocked it out with the Drop Bear. The Drop Bear is already a popular knife from Kizer. They made it into a fixie, into budget end. It was an absolute hit. Now they're bringing premium materials to it, right? Check out the carbon fiber on this one. It's got that shredded carbon fiber going on. Of course, the fit, the finish, everything's spot on. Full tan construction. Got the goodies back here, right? Tweezers and toothpick we looked at a second ago. Right, good jimping all the way around as well, even on the, again, drop point model. The attention to detail on the little jimping right there on the front as well. Almost a full flat grind, so you do have, perhaps in the cutting geometry, right, a taller flat grind on this guy than you get on this model, right? Something to keep in mind. This one remains thicker for longer, right? The flat grind only goes up until about right there. This one is a taller flat grind. And honestly, if I was picking between these two, right, this one here would be the drop point model with the taller flat grind would be pretty much my cup of tea. But they're both sweet in their own right. Again, the ability to forward choke here, right? Plenty of jimping for days. We can actually get some work done. Great, amazing ergos, right? Feels like butter. As hand melting as it gets, really. That's just really, there's no other way to put it. Checking out the sheath situation. This one also has the sort of carbon fiber look to it. I'm not sure if it's just maybe like a layer, right? And then Kydex sheath underneath. I'm going to double check and put it on the screen, right? Check the website, but there you go. Nice lock up right there. Solid, robust, no rattling in the sheath. Right, good tension on the release. And of course, you can also adjust right here, which by the way, let me get a screwdriver. This one is a little loosey-goosey. Let's just go ahead and tighten up that screw right there. I'm going to go ahead and tackle it here with my Oknife screwdriver. It looks like I'm going to go PH2. Let's go PH2 here. That should do the job. All right, Otacle D1, I believe is what this one's called. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. But yeah, let's go ahead and tighten up this guy. That feels about right. And do we need to tighten up this guy? Yeah, that one's actually pretty good already out of the box. Oh yeah, so that's a little bit tighter now. Even less possibilities of a rattle, that's for sure. And you do have the spring-loaded clip here, right? So this one can be mounted. It looks by default, it really depends what you got going on. If you do a backpack strap right here, it's going to be a horizontal carry. If you do your belt, the way it is by default, it's going to be a vertical carry. But it looks like the distance from here to here should be the same as here to here. So you can turn this clip 90 degrees if you want. That should not be an issue at all. So it can accommodate for scout carry, right, horizontal carry, whatever it is you want to do. Same deal with this guy. Let's take a look. Right, no rattle there, nice and tight. Good experience there going in and out. And yeah, this is probably one of the most functional, flexible clips you can have on a fixed blade sheath situation. But since we're here, let's do some quick rapid fire size comparisons really quick. Here we go. Drop bear fixie on top there, right? This is the drop point model. You can see them side by side. Obviously the drop bear is going to be a little bit smaller. And by the way, if you want to see a big old drop bear fixed blade, check out the drop bear fix 7, right? The 7 kind of gives you an idea of how large of a blade that is. A few other ones in the budget category as well. One of my all-time favorites, the Kizer Smolt, a Jonathan Styles design. Here we have the Vosteed Mink as well. Those are pretty much some of my all-time favorites, fixed blades. Check them out. Those are going to be in the medium category. Moving up on size a little bit, right? This one is the LynxGear Fixie blade, very affordable. And here is the Tenable Luccio from Tenable Knives. That was going to be kind of a little bit larger in size there for sure. All these are linked down below, by the way, if you guys want to check out prices, availability, and variants. And I do have content on all these. If you guys want to learn more, just put the knife name Miguel EDC on the YouTube search box, and you'll find those videos right away. And last but not least, some larger ones. Here's the Ursa Major from Kizer, and this one is the Camp 180. So these are obviously a little bit on the larger size, depending on what you got going on, right? The size of the knife can come handy, right, for larger tasks. Obviously more specific tasks with smaller blade and cutting path. But let's go ahead and get scientific with it here and see what these can do in our scientific cutting test. We got some paper, we got some cardboard, starting with the S45VN version of the new drop bear fixed blade. All right, absolutely performing as you would expect. Switching over to the M390 version here, drop point. Ooh. Feeling obviously, I feel like this one, the M390, as compared to S45. Okay, S45 again. M390. I want to say if I had to pick, right, if you were considering which one is the sliciest of the two, I will go with the M390. Just feels a hair sharper, right? That's just again out of the box with, you know, factory edge and all. And cutting some cardboard here, dual wall piece of cardboard, cutting diagonally for better performance. Bam. Now I find that this one got some belly here I gotta watch out for, so I don't taper off the cut. I want to keep it as close to my finger here as possible when cutting. And one last one. But of course, in case you were wondering, yes, it can go through the cardboard. I want to say probably again the taller flat grind on this model here might do a little bit better. That's just my theory. And theory is confirmed. Oh yeah, I can tell you, with my years of expertise going through cardboard, if I was choosing between one or the other, this one right here is absolutely no doubt the better slicer. Again, if you like this geometry, go for it. Absolutely looks really nice, and it will perform. If you absolutely want the sliciest of the two, this one right here has got you covered. Taller flat grind, M390, way to go. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.